Brian Ross from Houston. Coach, movement in the FX space this morning with the yen and pound going from bearish to neutral. This alongside a big higher low in the DAX after a nice commodity rally off the July 19th lows. Does global FX going back to bullish versus the dollar propagate further rally in commodities in Europe? Or does it mean anything? Like the fact that yen and pound go bullish.
There's a whole bunch of things going on there, and the last point I'm going to make might surprise you because it doesn't fit the rest of the story, as Paul Harvey would say, I think, that is in your narrative. We got a delta change in FX that is less good for the dollar. Don't forget the dollar had gone bullish trade and trend against the British pound, for example. So again, for that to go to neutral trend and could go back to bullish trend, that's material. So is the yen move, by the way. All right, and Japan deteriorating economically into quad 4 is it's obviously bearish economically, but that could also be the safety trade starting to develop there in the end. It's not always the same thing in terms of how we think about every other country. So you got that change in FX. So that's 2 equals 2 net, or on the margin, more bullish for commodities. All right, you already see that this morning. But 3, when it comes to the things, or I think he was trying to translate that to even European equities. All right. But 3, on the margin, we're getting lower highs in something like XLE and EWG this morning. EWG is interesting because there's a lower high in my signal there, but on the DAX it says higher high. So what I'm going to do with this setup today, because it plays to my hand, the things that I own energy and I own Germany, I'm going to sell some on green. Why? Well, 1, I bought the shit out of it when it was red. Okay, let's start with that. 2, so I earned that opportunity. I earned, like Jordan Childs did, to step up to the bar and sell some, right? Maybe that's not how she'd articulate it, but that's how we're talking. And I want to sell some lower highs. Doesn't mean I'm bearish. Don't lose your mind or fall off the high bar. That would be a mess where some of these ladies and men whip around on that bar. You don't want to do that. You just want to chill out and understand that higher highs are better than lower highs. The lower highs are typically a consolidation signal and or what is also bullish, a lower volatility signal, which, again, feeds through from oil volatility to XLE, and we know that.